Good evening. Welcome to Lunchtime News. Before we start this afternoon's bulletin, News First wishes all its viewers here and around the world a very happy and prosperous 2016. This is News First, your number one news provider, and here's a look at the headlines for this afternoon. The world welcomes 2016 in a grand manner. Study reveals an alarming rise of seawater mixing with underground water sources in the Jaffna Peninsula. Production and distribution of polythene below 20 micros prohibited from today. Now on to those stories in detail. With the dawn of the year 2016, President Maithripala Sirisena extended his wishes to the nation.
ආයුබෝවන් වාසනාවන්ත සුබ නව වසරක් වේවා කියලා මම මුලින්ම ආශිර්වාද කරනවා සුඛී දීර්ඝායුකෝ භව ඔබ විසින් නව වසරේ කරන සියලු කටයුතු.
First and foremost, I would like to wish everyone a very happy and prosperous new year. I also wish that may all your activities in the coming year be successful in every way. Let us also make this country, our motherland, one of the most beautiful and attractive as well as the greatest nation in the world. All lives matter, and let us make those lives more beautiful and more successful. Let us also create an environment that will enable us to forge towards that. Let us all unite and work together to make these dreams and wishes come true. Once again, may I wish each and every one of you a bright, happy, joyful and prosperous new year. May the noble triple gem bless you.
වඩාත් වාසනාවන්ත සුබවාදී සතුටින් නිදහසේ ජීවත් වෙ හැකි වසරක් වේවායි කියලා මම සුබ පතනවා ආශිර්වාද කරනවා ඔබට තෙරුවන් සරණයි.
Also in his New Year message to the people, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe wishes that the dawn of the new year would usher in the dividends of democracy, fulfilling the long-held aspirations of the people with the refreshing promise of a new era.
Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe says that all citizens are stakeholders of the peaceful environment that exists in the country with the dawn of the new year. The Premier pointed out that a new political culture exists in the country and added that we currently live in an era where all differences have been cast aside, with everyone striving and dedicating themselves for the development of the nation. The Premier added that the biggest challenge for 2016 would be to transform the nation to one that inculcates sustainable development while protecting its human rights. Issuing his New Year message, opposition leader R. Sambandhan says that a nation bursting with peace and prosperity should be created while respecting the views and diversities of the religions, races, languages, cultures and identities. The opposition leader goes on to state that the dawn of the new year gives dawn to fresh hopes and calls for the people of Sri Lanka to cast aside their differences and to unite by respecting each other's freedom and rights to create an undivided nation.
Here's a look at how people from across the island welcomed the new year. 68 persons have been admitted to the National Hospital since midnight as a result of accidents. Director of the National Hospital, Dr. Anil Singh, said that 5 of them suffered injuries due to fireworks. 530 persons had been admitted to the National Hospital due to accidents during the past 2 days alone. Speaking about accidents, the number of injured as a result of a collision between 2 buses at Panchikawatha Junction in Maradana this morning has risen to 13. The police said that the collision took place between 2 buses, one travelling from Gampar to Colombo and the other travelling from Colombo to Katunayaka. The police say that the collision had caused heavy traffic along the Panchikawatha Junction in Maradana as a result early in the day. The injured are receiving treatment at the Colombo National Hospital at present. Meanwhile, a study has revealed a rise in seawater mixing with underground water sources in the Jaffna Peninsula. Professor D.S. Epitavatta, who was attached to the Sri Javadanapura University, said that drinking water in Jaffna had been tainted. He warns that if this situation continues in another 8 years' time, due to climate change, water in Jaffna will be at a level where it cannot be consumed. The professor said in order to face this situation, measures such as collecting rainwater needs to be followed. Starting today, the production and distribution of polythene below 20 microns will be prohibited. Chairman of the Central Environmental Authority, Lal Dharmasiri, said that this measure was taken after taking into account the environmental pollution caused by such polythene material. He added that around 20 million polythene material is used per day in the country. Meanwhile, a newly appointed Deputy Minister of Buddha Sasana, Dushmantha Mitrapala, assumed duties at the Minister of Buddha Sasana today. Minister of Buddha Sasana Vijayadasa Rajapaksa was also present at the event. School equipment was distributed amongst the school students in Dargah town, Berul, last evening under the auspices of the Minister of Health, Dr. Rajitha Senaratna.
තවත් 10ක් 15ක් එනවාරේ එන ජනවාරි වෙනකොට අපේ ආණ්ඩුවට එක්කව වෙනවා විපක්ෂේ. ඒ ආණ්ඩුව තව තවත් ශක්තිමත් වෙනවා.
The event took place at the Teacher Training College in Dargah town. Another 10 to 15 persons from the opposition will join with the government in the new year. This will further strengthen the government, and the entire world is assisting for this journey to proceed. Persons who obtained benefits from the previous government and failed to make Mahinda Rajapaksa victorious are standing together. We have the strength to defeat them. We defeated Mahinda Rajapaksa and Gotabaya Rajapaksa. So defeating their henchmen is not a challenge for us. We give the people good governance. We give the people justice, equality and democracy. We will act against the people who understand the evil rule and are against good governance. We will move ahead. When the younger generations reach maturity, they will not have to undergo the suffering like we did.
The police special task force of Udavalva raided several cannabis farms in Tanaman Villa. The police STF carried out the raid for 3 days. The officers had raided cannabis farms with a value of over 10 million rupees in the Devakirikanda reserve in Devakirikanda, Tanaman Villa. The officers added that the raids were carried out as a result as per the instructions of the IGP. Well, that's a wrap of the New Year's edition of Lunchtime News. Remember to stay ahead. You need to stay close to News First. For that, you simply need to log on to our website, www.newsfirst.lk. I'm Stephanie Lazarus. Your latest news update will come your way at 1:55. Take care.